All right, I put this plant here because I feel like any good YouTube video has a plant in the background. Just kidding, it was actually already in this room, but I thought maybe it'd be a fun backdrop, so there it is. Because usually it's just a really boring white wall behind me. Today I wanted to talk about body image and fear of weight gain, because I kind of feel like those two are related. With body image, I feel very, very, very passionate about talking about body image because it's similar to something in your life that something that you've struggled with your whole life, and then suddenly you see a different way to look at it and it works so much better. And I kind of feel like that's what body image is for me, because for so long I thought that the size of my body was such an important thing. I thought that my worth was wrapped up in it. I thought that's how I was able to feel accepted and loved and admired. And after recovering from my eating disorder, I see how distorted and skewed and what a false reality that actually was. I want you to close your eyes for a second and think about people who you love to be around, people who make you feel good about yourself, people that you look up to and respect. And my guess, if you think about it, I'll give you a second. My guess is that those people that you look up to and enjoy being around, you chose them not because of the size of their body, not because of how good they were at tracking or controlling the amount of food they ate, not because of the amount of muscle that they have. So it's no different for you. With people who may think of you, they love you and respect you, want to be around you, not because of the size of your body. It's because of the way that you make them feel. And so as I was coming out of ill body, I was sort of forced to learn that. That was something that kind of came with the fact that I know I'm recovering. I'm not stopping till I get there. My body wants to be bigger than I, quote unquote, thought it was going to be, or thought I was going to accept it to be. And now I have to learn a different way to think. So I was forced to think differently. And I'm so glad that I did. I'm so glad I didn't run backwards when I got scared at that point, because it's so liberating. It's so freeing to recognize that your body has nothing to do with your worth. It's hard because of the culture that we live in now. For girls, it's, how small can we get our bodies? And for men, it's how muscular and lean can you get your body? And it's hard to not think a different way if you aren't being forced to think a different way. So oftentimes people think, well, I can't gain any more weight until I feel okay with where I'm at. Well, for me, it worked like, I'm so uncomfortable and I'm not okay with this, but I'm still eating unrestrictedly and I'm not stopping. And I'm not gonna give in to any OCD behaviors or rituals or excessive exercise. So I have to start thinking a different way if I want to survive. And so sometimes you kind of have to go into the dark without really being able to see the light for a while. And that's a huge part of recovery. Trusting people who have been through it and recognizing that you are no different. I'm sure you're different in a lot of other ways, but when it comes to eating disorder recovery, you are no different. You aren't the exception. You're not the one person who this isn't going to work for. And I don't care, when I talk about these things, I feel like I have to remind my audience frequently, this goes for any size body. I'm not just talking about bodies who have to, get to quote unquote healthier weight for their body, or somebody who's extremely underweight for their body. I'm talking about anybody who, regardless of the size, that is suppressing their body weight. It's going to happen that when you start eating unrestrictedly, your body's going to change. That's just like A plus B equals C. That's just what's going to happen. And so being able to recognize that you can't control that, and being kind of forced into a different way of thinking, and really opening up your mind to being able to think differently, is very, very challenging, but so worth it. I really can't think of something that I'm more happier that I gained from recovery than being able to look at my body in such a different way and have such a different respect and appreciation for it. I feel so much more confident now in this body than I ever did in the body that I thought was, you know, the ultimate goal for me to get to. So if you think that you're stuck and you can't be happier in a different or bigger body, or you can't be happier if you already are in a bigger body and you can't try to lose weight, you absolutely can. It just takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of trust. It takes walking into that dark and just hoping and having faith that it will eventually click. All right, that's my message today. Have a great day. Bye.